Days after President Trump hinted at his willingness to hold talks with Maduro, he has reportedly informed his advisers that he wants to go ahead with the plan. However, the potential phone call between the two leaders is still in the planning stages and no date has been set. But White House has confirmed that the so-called anti-drug operations by U.S. military will continue.
I'm not going to broadcast any actions that may or may not be happening with respect to Venezuela. I know I've been very clear about the administration's position, as has the president and his national security team. We view the Maduro regime as being illegitimate, and the president has been very satisfied with the successful strikes against narco-terrorists and foreign terrorists that are illegally trafficking drugs towards the United States of America. He's not going to tolerate that, and you can expect to see those strikes continue.
President Maduro called his country invincible as the United States ratcheted up pressure on his government with new terrorism designations. Now this statement of him comes after the United States formally designated Venezuela's cartel de los Soles as a foreign terrorist organization.
Whatever they do, however they do it, wherever they do it, they will not be able to defeat Venezuela. We are invincible. Whatever they do, they have not been able to defeat our homeland, and they never will. They can make faces, they can say this and that. We are shielded to guarantee what we guarantee: Bolivar's dream, peace. Peace will be my haven, my greatest desire, my hope. I say it is our victory, and peace will continue to be our victory, achieved through our own efforts.
Meanwhile, Chinese President Xi Jinping has reaffirmed Beijing's support for Maduro while condemning foreign interference in Venezuelan affairs. He further described China and Venezuela as intimate friends. The U.S. military has reactivated the former Roosevelt Roads naval base in Ceiba, Puerto Rico, signaling a strategic show of force in the Caribbean. This comes as Washington is reportedly poised to launch a new phase of Venezuela-related operations in the coming days. Venezuelan citizens in Caracas expressed concerns about escalating tensions with the U.S. They say they cannot imagine an invasion scenario while emphasizing strong patriotic sentiment among Venezuelans. With US-Venezuela ties increasingly strained, U.S. Chairman of Joint Chiefs of Staff General Don Kane will visit Trinidad and Tobago and meet Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar, focusing on regional stability, counter-narcotics efforts and strengthening bilateral ties. The visit coincides with joint U.S.-Trinidad military exercises targeting drug trafficking and organized crime. Washington has carried out at least 21 strikes so far in the Caribbean and has killed more than 80 people in operations it says are aimed at curtailing the flow of drugs into the U.S. Maduro and his government have always denied any involvement in crime and have accused the U.S. of seeking regime change to gain control of Venezuela's natural resources.